Hey everyone, hi friends. Jackie Sinclair here. GoDigitalDiva.com. I recently got Invisalign and I'm still learning how to talk with it in. So bear with me. I want to talk today about social media manager versus a social media VA. So I put up a post recently in a few groups. I also posted it to my business page and I got some questions on it. And so I just want to clarify exactly what the differences are. Sometimes I come across better in video rather than written word. So let's talk about these two roles. I started out as a virtual assistant that moved into social media VAing, that then made the move to social media management. And now I'm kind of more in the coaching realm. I help people, service providers, new coaches, understand how to position their content and their message on social media, giving them ideas on what to do. So a social media virtual assistant. Most virtual assistants are in an administrative capacity. So they are scheduling, they are seeking out photos, they are formatting copy, they are not necessarily writing, they're not strategizing for a plan on social media, they're not putting together your plan. They might research hashtags. They might build some hashtag batches for you. What they're not doing is guiding you through a cohesive social media plan. That is what a social media manager does. So a manager will step in above the administrative tasks. So they might be in charge of scheduling those out. They might be in charge of curating what that content looks like, copy or captions, image, hashtags, putting it all together for you to approve. They're going to be more involved with the planning of the social media plan. If you have a launch or a program coming up, they're going to help implement something for that promotion, that launch, post-promotion launch. They're going to be more involved. They're going to be more integrated into a team as a social media manager, understanding the ins and outs of how a platform works. So what are the new features Facebook is offering? What are the new features Instagram has? What are the new features LinkedIn is doing? Are you being active on Pinterest? Is your queue filled? Going on and engaging with your audience on a regular basis, answering questions, responding to messages. These are all things that a social media manager is going to help and be a part of. So if you're trying to figure out what you need to hire for, here are a few things that I used to ask clients when they would be on the phone or on a video call about services. Are you looking for someone to build your content, your captions, really curate a whole plan for you? Or are you just looking for someone to take things to copy and paste into a scheduler? That's going to be the big difference. Are you looking for someone just to make sure you're being consistent and visible? Or are you looking for someone to really put a plan together to build your growth and generate possible leads? That's a huge difference, is that a VA isn't necessarily going to be heading the team for content that can be lead generating content, that they're not going to be presenting a content calendar to you or social media plan for the next 2 months on how to promote and generate possible prospects coming in. A VA, a social media VA, is going to be, I'm taking that content that the manager has created and I'm going to copy and paste it into the scheduler. The manager is going to be the one who's in charge of making sure that the plan, the social media plan, is in alignment with what's going on in the business at that time. So the social media manager is going to be a step up from the social media VA. Now, I understand a lot of people call themselves a social media manager or a social media VA, and they might interchange some of these tasks. But what I have found over the last 5 years is that, one, there's a price difference with these two. Hiring a social media VA is going to be significantly less than hiring a social media manager. Your social media VA might be in charge of going in and posting on your behalf or scheduling on your behalf. Maybe they answer a few messages here and there. But when you upgrade to the social media manager, you get a little bit more. So you have to pay a little bit more. You're getting somebody who's an expert in social media who understands for business what a plan looks like, what growth looks like. They understand the engagement has to be there. The messages have to be received, acknowledged, and responded to. They take care of that. They're doing audits on your stuff. They're reading the analytics. They're reporting to you what's working, what's not working, what material really like took off last month, which material kind of fell flat. Their role is a more analytical and a more strategic place in the team. A VA role is going to be more lower administrative task. So when you're looking to hire, are you looking for someone to, for you to guide and for you to manage yourself? Or are you looking for someone who knows what needs to get done and comes to you for questions, as in like, hey, I'm going to do this. What's your input on this? It's kind of like a role reversal where you don't have to tell the manager what you want or how you want things to look necessarily. Their job is to just go in and do that and then tweak it and mold it to your brand and voice. Whereas with a VA, you have to be a little bit more on top of them, making sure that they're doing what needs to get done for that presence and that visibility to be consistent. So a lot of times people hire a VA to just build that audience. Once you've got it, then you hire a manager to manage it, to help create that consistent momentum going in, to continue that consistency, to build and spark conversation with that audience so that you're not in there all the time checking your messages, responding to comments. That is what the manager's job is. So if you have any questions on the difference between a VA and a manager. Now, again, everybody has a different opinion on this. This is what I have worked with. This is what I did work as. And this was my experience over the last 5 years. And these are the two differences that I have seen, administrative and strategic, when it comes to VA and a manager. So I know that not everybody will agree with this description of a VA versus a manager. And just like every social media manager has a different opinion on hashtags and posting schedules, you have to go with what you feel is the best choice for you at that time. So if you want to start out with a VA and see how it goes, by all means do it. If you're ready to just say sayonara to social media pretty much altogether, hire yourself a manager who understands what it looks like to manage full-time multiple platforms, because that's really what, if you're wanting to jump off and not really be present on social media, except for when you are showing up for your people, but like the daily tasks of posting and scheduling and going in and commenting and engaging and answering messages. If you don't want that, then a manager is really the one that you want to look into. If you're still wanting to go on and provide that engagement on your own and be in your Facebook and in your Instagram and all of those accounts during the day, but you just want to make sure that things are being posted regularly, then get yourself a VA. One, you'll save time, you'll save money, And depending on who you go with, you'll have more reassurance that the things that you're wanting to get done are getting done. So if you have questions, drop them below. I'm happy to answer them. I'd love to know if you have experience hiring a VA or a social media manager, how you worked with that and what that looked like. And maybe you did one before the other, and then you realized you needed the other thing. Some people do that. Some people will hire a manager thinking they need that, and then they really don't. They just need someone to go in and make sure that their stuff's getting posted, because they're still going to show up every day. And then there's other people that don't want to show up every day. They want to show up once or twice a week and put their full energy into those times that they're there. And so all the rest of the stuff gets taken care of by your social media manager. So I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of the day, and I will see you next time.